trajectory.
Get up there.
Well done.
Oh, that's going to be
Ian, that's a rotten angle.
Now, the worst thing about that, as great a shot as it was for yesterday's pin, he cannot putt anywhere near today's pin. He'll have to aim that a good 30 feet left of the hole.
It looks like Ian Hideki's sticking to the game plan from earlier. 3-wood again.
3-wood. And I agree with that now that he's seen Webb get it so far up there with driver. Just short left center of the front of the green would be an ideal position.
That's sort of where it was in regulation.
Well, at least he knows what happens with that chip now up over the ridge. And that's right where he's hit it, Dottie, just down there about 15 yards short of the green, and a much better angle than Webb Simpson, who's actually got a putter in the hand.
Did I not?
Yes, sir, but you're always right.
You're right.
Seldom wrong and right again, Jimmy.
Yes, exactly. Never in doubt. Never right, but never in doubt.
Now, Peter, you've made your way up and you've seen that putt. Can he go through the scallop of the bunker there and sling it to the right?
No. If he puts it in the fringe grass, it could very well go into the bunker, so he's going to have to play it out left. I would think he can turn it a little bit right and maybe get it to 10 feet.
Ooh,
if it's pin high.
Oh, I think 10 feet would be unbelievable. I think 20 feet would be safe.
It does have some right bend in it, so that'll help him. But I don't think he can, at this point in the proceedings, get greedy enough to put it toward those two sprinkler heads to try and get a little bit more sling.
Once again, Peters, I know you agree. Sometimes the little short par fours are the best.
I think he got a rough break considering he had a nice draw off the tee. Ian?
It took a little right bounce, didn't it? First bounce.
I think he did it his part. Nice subtle draw, and then it kicks to the right, and now he's kind of snookered.
And Dottie, a decent lie over there for Hideki, and a similar angle from regulation play.
Yeah, if anything, he might be 3 or 4 steps closer, but it is almost an instant replay. You did say he was one of the few to get the ball back hole high, wasn't he?
Yes, he hit it to about 8 feet, a little beyond the hole and just to the left. And he hit a wonderful chip on 18 to get it up and down after driving it in the bunker in the playoff.
I'd say for watching this young man for the last 2 days, his chipping has improved immensely. It's not just his putting that's improved.
The hole location is 41 yards on, so this shot about 55 yards. Once again, he went high, but this time it didn't get that big first bounce. Not bad. Not bad. Sort of about 8 out of 10. I'd give him there. Got it up there to, let's say 12 feet. With a quick putt. And Peter, I think if Webb Simpson could putt this ball that close, he'd be very happy.
Absolutely. You know, he wants to take it as close to the fringe as he can get it without risking it going further right and falling into the bunker.
Oh, great view from there. That's what he has, say, 60 feet to get past the bunker. But if he just takes on a little bit of that scalloping that you see there where the sprinkler heads are located, if he gets it just to the fringe, it will sling it to the right, and he could get it to roll slightly down the slope towards the hole. The safe putt would be to 20 feet left.
Yeah, I think mentally he's going to just move the flagstick over there.
That's tough, guys. Just putting to a, you know, a invisible spot.
Yeah, exactly. Take the little right break. There you go. Sling it right. Just a little more speed to get a bit more of the downslope. And about 20 feet left for the birdie.
I hope Tom Weiskopf is watching.
It's a good hole, Nick, but I agree with you. That back left section is very difficult. But then, if you lay it back off the tee and leave yourself a full sand wedge in, there's plenty of room.
Thank you. I'll put it up.
Maybe a little less bunker there. A little less scalloping into the green, so a putt from that back right edge could get towards the flag.
Yeah, what if you went to a way smaller bunker? You actually had an option. If you got snookered, you could sling it around the other side of it as well. You know, use the banking, go around and slim it down.
Like a little small pot bunker.
Yeah. I like the idea, because that's the whole point of the hole. If you can pull off a great shot, turn it into the middle of the green and get it past that center hump, that's as good as you can do for your tee shot.
But guys, and also I've been told by Slugger White, rules official, that if it doesn't end here, they're going to restart the playoff. They'll go 18 twice and then 10, 17, 18 again.
What, Monday morning?
All right, they restart the playoff, the four-hole sequence. Not an easy putt here, Peter, because it's a little downhill, quite slippery, and it's right where it can just fall to the right if it gets right of the hole and breaks to the left if it gets left. It's really difficult to get the right speed and line.
Yeah, it's downhill, but it's up to the mountains.
How good did that look?
They just don't want to go.
Those last three putts he's hit, Nick.
That was pure.
Oh, God. I mean, the three misses wouldn't add up to an inch. The margins of miss. Okay. And that was right over the right edge of the hole. And he's thinking maybe this could just break a little left and go in. Didn't need much. And a very similar line, Dottie, now for Hideki's putt.
Very much so. And this is a lot like the putt he also had in regulation at the 16th. He's going to move to the right about the same length.
From 10 feet for his fourth PGA Tour win. And he would go past Justin Thomas in the FedEx Cup standings this season if this were to go in. Only 24 years of age, young man from Japan, former #1 amateur in the world. Looking to go back-to-back at the Waste Management Phoenix Open. And Hideki Matsuyama goes back-to-back in Phoenix for the Waste Management Phoenix Open of 2017 and his fourth victory on the PGA Tour. And the 17th hole is Hideki's friend again. And the fourth extra playoff hole 2 years in a row.
Well done, man. Yeah, stay here.
Well played, Webb Simpson. Unlucky. Let's throw it down to Peter Costas and our champion, Hideki Matsuyama.
Ian, I'm here with Hideki Matsuyama. And Hideki, in 1989 and 1990, Nick Faldo was the last golfer to win the same tournament back-to-back in the playoffs, and now you've done it also. How does that make you feel?
いやもうとてもプレーオフでも苦しかったですけど、勝つことができて本当に嬉しいなと思います。
It was a struggle, especially that playoff, but I'm really happy to win.
You know, your ball striking has been really, really solid, and it seems like the putter, you had so many chances to win. How did you keep your patience?
そうですね、まあ、チャンスが必ず来ると思ってずっと待ってました。
I just had faith and believed that there was going to be a chance to win it, and luckily I made it.
Well, you've done it. You're now leading the FedEx Cup playoffs. Long way to go yet.
まだまだけど、
そうですね、まあ、このままね続くように頑張りたいなと思います。
all I'm going to do is just keep grinding.
Awesome. Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
To Donnie.
Webb, with your family surrounding you, not the outcome you were looking for, but how satisfying is it to know that the changes you're making in your game held up to get you to this point today?
You know, I'm thrilled to death with kind of the state of the game. Hideki's a great player. I knew that he was going to be a tough competitor in the playoff, and it's disappointing, you know, just the way I finishing birdie to not come out on top. But it's been a while since I've been in contention. You know, I think it was at Colonial back in May, so it's been quite a while. So my hat's off to him. He's a great player, and yeah, I'm excited to get back at it next week.
What was your reaction when you came up here and saw the shot that you had here at 17 in the playoff?
Well, you know, it's funny, this hole, we thought a better drive in regulation, and it was short of the green or on the front edge. And this one, it was kind of right where I was looking, and this is kind of the dreaded spot on 17 with this pin. I knew I didn't have a whole lot. If I'd hit the first putt harder, I could have gotten it probably 8 feet closer. But, you know, I actually thought I made the birdie putt. We had it going left of the hole. It looked like it went a little right of the hole.
Well, thanks for your time.
Yeah, thanks, Tom.
Back up to you guys.
Thanks.
Well, Hideki Matsuyama has had just an incredible stretch for about the last 4 months. He's been winning over and over again.